Hello everyone, my name is Sonu and I am the student of BSc Chemistry Honors second year. Today we will make a visually impaired video on the topic of acid and base. Arrhenius concept of acid and base. Arrhenius, a Swedish chemist, was the first to define acid and base in aqueous solution. According to Arrhenius, an acid is defined as a substance which contains hydrogen and which when dissolved in water gives H positive ion. Accordingly, R mineral acid like HCl, HNO3, H2SO4 containing hydrogen when dissolved in water dissociate completely into hydrogen ion. Arrhenius named these acids which dissociate completely in water as strong acid. There are other acids like acetic acid, carbonic acid, and phosphoric acid, which, when dissolved in water, do not dissociate completely into ions. As a result, a equilibrium is set up between the ions and undissociated acid molecule. Arrhenius named these acids as weak acids. According to Arrhenius, a base is a substance which contains hydroxyl group and which when dissolved in water give H positive ion. Thus substances like NaOH and KOH which when dissolved in water dissociate completely to give hydroxyl ion OH negative ion. Arrhenius named these bases which dissociate completely in water as strong bases and other substances which do not completely dissociate into hydroxide ion. Arrhenius named these substances as weak base. For example, NH4OH, MgOH twice, AlOH3 do not dissociate completely to give OH negative ion and can be written as NH4OH equilibrium with NH4 positive plus OH negative. Hydrogen ion obtained from the acid and hydroxyl ion obtained from the base combine together to form unionized water. Arrhenius described the combination of H positive and OH negative ion as neutralization reaction. Arrhenius concept is very simple to apply and explain a number of phenomena like neutralization, hydrolysis of salt, strength of acid and bases. However, there are certain limitations which are described below. Arrhenius concept of acid and base is applicable only in aqueous solution. The concept fails to explain the acid or base behavior of the substance in non-aqueous medium such as liquid like ammonia, liquid sulfur dioxide and alcohol. Arrhenius concept failed to explain the acidic character of substances like CO2, SO2 and SO3 etc. and basic character of substances like NH3, Na2CO3, CaO. Arrhenius concept also failed to explain the reaction between an acid and a base in the absence of water. Although Arrhenius concept of acid and base suffer from a number of limitations, yet the concept is very useful and informative for an elementary approach. Second theory is Bronsted-Lowry concept. Arrhenius concept of acid and base was further improved by Bronsted and Lowry. Both Bronsted, a Danish chemist, and a Lowry, an English chemist, in 1923 incidentally introduced the same definition for an acid and base. According to these, an acid is a substance which can donate a H positive or a proton, whereas a base is a substance which can accept a proton. In other words, an acid is a proton donor, whereas a base is a proton acceptor. As a result, Lowry-Bronsted concept is sometimes called proton donor acceptor concept. It can be represented as acid with H positive plus base which is proton donor and base plus H positive is acid which is proton acceptor. According to the Bronsted-Lowry, a neutralization reaction involves the release of the proton by an acid and the acceptance of the protons by a base. It is important to note that in the above example, the water acts as the base with respect to hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Essentially, water acts as acid with respect to ammonia. Such a substance which acts both as an acid and a base is called amphoteric substance. HCl is an acid since it donates a proton and Cl negative is a conjugate base. Water accepts the proton and hence is a base. Thus, S3O positive ion is the conjugate acid. Note, a strong acid has a weak conjugate base and vice versa. A weak acid has a strong conjugate base. It is further important to note that Bronsted-Lowry concept is not restricted to only neutral molecule. The concept is equally applicable to ion as well. A substance is capable of showing acidic character only if the other substance is capable of accepting the proton is a base. For example, HCl is an acid in aqueous medium because water can accept the proton from HCl. However, HCl is not an acid in benzene because benzene does not accept H positive ion from HCl. Not only neutral molecule but cation and anion may act as acid or base. Both Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept require an acid to be source of proton. Thus, all Arrhenius acid are Bronsted-Lowry acid. According to Arrhenius, a base is a substance which gives OH negative ions in solution. Whereas according to the Bronsted-Lowry, a base is a substance which can accept a proton. For example, carbonate ion which is CO3 2 negative plus H positive convert into HCO3 negative which is bicarbonate ion. Carbonate ion cannot give OH negative ion in aqueous solution. It therefore cannot be Arrhenius base. Thus all Bronsted-Lowry base are not Arrhenius base. Limitation of Bronsted-Lowry concept. Although Bronsted-Lowry concept could not explain the shortcoming of Arrhenius concept, yet it would not answer some of well-established reaction. The reaction between acid oxide like CO2, SO2 and SO3 with basic oxide like CaO, BaO and MgO which takes place even in the absence of water. Clearly, in the reaction between calcium oxide and sulfur trioxide, there is a no proton transfer involved in the reaction. Is that the acidic nature of compound like BF3, FeCl3 and AlCl3. The next is Lewis concept of acid and base. G.N. Lewis in 1923 proposed a more general definition of acid and base which is based upon the donation and acceptance of electron pair. According to the Lewis concept, an acid is a substance which can accept a pair of electrons, and a base is a substance which can donate a pair of electrons. In other words, an acid is an electron pair acceptor. It means that a substance which have vacant orbital to accommodate or one more of pair of electron can act as Lewis acid. On other hand, a base is an electron pair donor. It means that any substance which unshaded pair of electron can behave as a Lewis base. Thus, the acid-base or neutralization reaction involves the formation of coordinate bond between the electron pair donor and the electron pair acceptor. For the example, the reaction between the boron trifluoride BF3 and ammonia NH3 is a typical Lewis acid-base reaction. Lewis acids. According to the concept, Lewis acid is classified as molecule having central atom with incomplete octet of electron like boron trichloride, boron trifluoride, aluminium trichloride, etc. are acid of this type. It is clear that the central boron and aluminium atom have only 6 electrons. Second is simple cation. All the cation are short of electron and can behave as Lewis acid. Large size cation like Na positive, K positive, Ca2 positive and Ba2 positive etc. behave as weak Lewis acid. This is because these have little tendency to accept electron. On the other hand, small size cation such as H positive, Ag positive, and Li positive ion have a strong tendency to accept the pair of electron and are strong Lewis acid. In addition, highly charged cation have a higher tendency to accept electron pair relatively to lower charged cation of the given metal. Third is molecule in which the central atom has available d orbital and may acquire more than 8 electrons. Fourth is molecule with a multiple bond between atom of dissimilar electronegativities. Carbon dioxide represents an interesting example of double bond between the carbon and the more electronegative oxygen atom. Oxygen being more electronegative has a tendency to attract the shared pair of electron more towards in CO2. As a result, it acquires positive charge on the carbon atom and become electron deficient, which is Lewis acid, and attach with the oxygen of the hydroxide ion, which is Lewis base. Similarly, sulfur trioxide acts as Lewis acid towards water. Now we consider the Lewis base. According to this concept, Lewis base may be classified as one of the following type of substance. The first is negatively charged anionic species. All the negatively charged species are Lewis base become they are rich of electron and have a strong tendency to donate electron pair. Example Cl negative, O2 negative, OH negative, NH2 negative. The greater the charge density on the anion, the stronger is the base. Second is neutral molecule with one or more than one unshaded pair of electron. Molecule with the unshaded pair of electron act as Lewis base. For example, NH3, H2O, R2O, and R2C double bond O act as electron donor. Alkene and alkynes with multiple bonds also form coordinate bond with the metals ion in organometallic compounds. Acid-base reaction according to the Lewis concept. Some of the typical acid-base reaction involving the formation of coordinate bond is Lewis acid and a Lewis base summarized below. Combination of H positive and NH3, combination of BF3 and F negative ion. Third is combination of calcium oxide and sulfur trioxide. Combination of cupric ion with ammonia. And next concept is solvent system concept. The solvent system concept of acid and a base was postulated by Caddy Ashley in 1928. It is the extension of Lori Bronsted concept and is applicable to both protonic as well as non-protonic solvents. According to this, an acid is a substance which either by direct dissociation or by interaction with the solvent gives a cationic characteristics of the solvent. A base is a substance which either by the direct dissociation or by interaction with the solvent gives an anionic characteristics of solvent. The properties of cationic and anions of the solvents are the ions produced during the autoionization. The prefix auto means itself. Now we see in the example acid plus base convert into acid plus base H2O plus H2O. It will autoionization with S3O positive plus OH negative. Here S3O positive behave as a acid and OH negative behave as a base, like NH3 plus NH3 convert into NH4 positive plus NH2 negative. We can see many of example of autoionization. It is important to note that the acetic acid behave as an acid in water as it produces the cationic characteristics of water. Acetic acid behaves as a base in sulfuric acid as it produces the anionic characteristics HSO4 negative of the solvent sulfuric acid. CH3COOH plus H2SO4 convert into CH3COOH positive plus HSO4 negative, which is anionic properties. Similarly, in Arrhenius concept, neutralization reaction may be represent the combination of the cationic characteristics of the solvent with the anionic characteristics of the solvent from the solvent molecule in non-aqueous medium. Some of the neutralization reaction is NH4Cl plus NaNH2 in the presence of liquid ammonia, they will convert into salt and solvent, which is NaCl plus 2NH3. Next is type of solvents. Solvents are classified in number of ways. First is protonic and aprotonic solvents. Solvents which contain hydrogen and can lose hydrogen in the form of proton are called protonic solvent. Common example are H2O, NH3, H2S, HF. Solvent from which hydrogen cannot be obtained in the form of proton are called aprotic solvents. Commonly example is CH3CN, C6H6, etc. Acidic, basic, and amphoteric solvents. Solvents which have a strong tendency to give proton are called acidic solvents. Common acidic solvents are H2SO4, HF, CH3COOH. Solvents which have strong affinity for proton are called basic solvents. Basic solvents are NH3, hydrogen which is N2H4, pyridine, etc. Solvents which display the both acidic and basic property are called amphoteric solvents. For example, water, methyl alcohol, ionizing and non-ionizing solvents. Solvents which undergo self or auto-ionization are called ionizing solvents. For example, 2H2O will convert into H3O positive plus OH negative, which undergo auto-ionization. Solvents which do not go auto-ionization are called non-ionizing solvents. For example, benzene, carbon tetrachloride, etc. Relative strength of acid. The strength of protonic acid can be compared easily by the tendency of the acid give protonic acid like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 ionize completely to give proton, whereas acid like CH3COOH, HF and HCN ionize incompletely to give protons. The acid which ionize either completely or a very large extent or named strong acid. On other hands, acid which ionize to a smaller extent are named weak acid. The protonic acid, namely HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3 are strong acid, where acetic acid, HF and HCN are weak acid. It is extent of ionization of an acid which measure the strength of acid. Let us consider the ionization of acid Ha represent as Ha you convert into H positive and A negative. Equilibrium constant will be equal to the concentration of H positive into concentration of A negative divided by concentration of Ha. K is the known as the dissociation constant or ionization constant for an acid. The magnitude of Ka measures the relative strength of acid. So stronger is the acid, the larger is the value of Ka. It is convenient to use the term pKa to express the dissociation of an acid, and the pKa will be equal to the minus log of Ka, which is equal to the 1 by log of Ka. A larger value of pKa means the acid is a little dissociate. It implies that the acid is weak. So the larger the value of pKa, the weaker is the acid. Now we see in the table value of pKa for different acid. Trend in acidic strength. We have learned the relative strength of acid in aqueous solution can be easily expressed in the term of pKa value. The higher the value of pKa, the weaker is the acid and vice versa. The pKa value of some binary hydrides are in this table. CH4 is 52, NH3 is 35. Now we see in the reaction. Let us evaluate how the acidity of binary hydride depend upon the nature of compound, molecule structure of position of the periodic table. A comparison of pKa value of binary hydride reveals that on moving from left to right in the period, the strength of the binary acid increase. For example, acid strength of binary acid along with the second period decrease, which will be clear that greater HF, the lower is H2O, lower NH3 and the lower CH4. It is very important to note that the size does not change greatly across a period. With the increase in the electronegativity of the central atom, the tendency to pull the electron pair from hydrogen increase. This facilitates the release of hydrogen in the form of proton and makes the hydride more acidic in character. A comparison of pK value of binary hydride reveals that the relative strength of an acid increases as the move down to the group. The actual order of the acidic strength down to the group periodic table cannot be explained on the basis of electronegativity concentration. For example, in group 7, fluorine being the most highly electronegative element should pull the electron pair towards itself in HF. As a result, the release of hydrogen in the form of protons should be highly facilitated, making HF the stronger acid. In fact, HF is the weak acid. The effect of increase in size of atom is more than the decrease in the electronegative value of the central atom. A proton can more easily remove from a binary hydride in which the central atom is bigger in size as compared to an atom which is smaller size. Thus, Hi can release a proton more easily than HF. As a result, Hi is stronger acid where HF is weak acid. Now next topic is effect of solvent on acidic strength, which is main topic, and that is leveling effect. The strength of an acid or a base depends largely on the nature of solvent used for dissolution. Let us consider the dissolution of hydrogen chloride, chlorous acid in three different solvents, which is ammonia, water, and sulfuric acid. The first is HOClO plus NH3 convert into NH4 positive plus ClO2 negative. In water, they will convert into H3O positive plus ClO2 negative. And then will in sulfuric acid, they will convert into HSO4 negative plus ClOH2 whole twice positive. One can clearly see that HOClO is a strong bronzed acid in NH3, a weak base in water, and a strong base in H2SO4. Acidity and basicity of protonic solvent plays an important role in the choosing a solvent for a chemical reaction. The strongest acid which is available for a protonic solvent is that which result from the self-ionization of the solvent. Likewise, the strongest base available is that which result the self-ionization of the solvent in aqueous solution. The strongest acid which can exist and which can available for the reaction is the hydronium ion, which is S3O positive. It means all the strong acid known to the chemist appear to have exactly equal strength in aqueous solution. This results from the fact that acids such as perchloric acid HClO4, hydric acid Hi, hydrobromic acid HBr, nitric acid HNO3, and hydrochloric acid HCl, all the stronger proton donor. Thus, all these acids react completely with water to give hydronium ion. It means that the acid stronger than H3O positive are leveled to the strength of H3O positive when placed in aqueous solution. In other words, water level all strongest acid, namely HClO4, Hi, HBr, HNO3, and HCl to the strength of H3O positive. In order to compare the relative strength of strong acid and base, the selection of the solvent is very important. The solvent selected should be such that it ionizes a strong acid and base to different extent. Such a solvent which ionizes the acid and base in different extent is called differentiating solvents. Acetic acid can be used for differentiating solvent because the strong acid like HClO4, Hi, HBr, HNO3, and HCl will ionize to different extent in acetic acid. Acetic acid is a poor proton acceptor. Perchloric acid react completely is that protonates completely. acetic acid as CH3COOH plus HClO4 convert into CH3COH vol twice positive plus ClO4 negative, whereas other acids do not react completely because of incomplete protonation of acetic acid by these acids. Acetic acid is a leveling solvent toward the base such as Cn negative, OH negative, OC2H5 negative and NH2 negative. This is because acetic acid react with the base and level them to the strength of acetate ion CH3COO negative. However, strongly basic solvents such as liquid ammonia act as differentiating solvent towards base. Thus, it may be concluded that acidic solvent tend to differentiate between acid and level of base, whereas basic solvent tends to differentiate between base and level of acids. To summarize, all acids and base stronger than characteristic autoionized ion of the solvent will be leveled off by the solvent, whereas acid or base weaker than the autoionized ions of the solvent will remain in equilibrium. Thank you.